Alright guys, I have no idea who's listening. I don't know if anybody's watching. To those that are, this is me testing the latest version of Zelda Classic. I have no idea how this is going to go, so here goes. Evidently they're being picky about how you do this. Create a new save file and press start. Oh, alright. Damn it, keep pressing the wrong button. There we go. honestly, who isn't going to pick the heart container? So that was a normal game of Zelda Classic. Actually, it's not entirely true. That's only half the game. There is something special about this game that gets everybody's attention, at least those who actually know about this. And that is the quest editor that comes with Zelda Classic. What this simply is just that. It is a quest editor. You can edit every single aspect of the game. You can build your own terrain. You can set what kind of monsters are on the screen. You can set what item you can pick up in the room if you want a special item in the room. If you want a certain someone to be there to tell you something, you can have him or her there, and you can have them say whatever you want them to say. You can even set secret passages to other parts of the map and where they go. Same with the shopkeepers. You can have them say whatever you want and sell whatever you want for whatever price. When I first heard about Zelda Classic, I fell in love with the idea because I love to build things. Those that have seen my Minecraft projects know that I love to build things. So it should come as no surprise that I would love to design things in Zelda Classic. Unfortunately, it took a long time for me to get this video out because currently this version, which is 2.5 release candidate 3, I don't know exactly how to create a quest anymore. I used to back in the days of version 1.75, I think. And that's back when it was sort of a semi-DOS program. Not that it was run in DOS, mind you. It was still a Windows program, but it ran in a DOS environment. I don't know. For whatever reason, it just seemed easier to use. So I'm going to be taking a sort of an extended break from streaming video games from start to finish, like I usually do. And in that time, I'm going to work on building a quest for Zelda Classic. And I'm going to do my best to stream every single bit of the creative process. Mostly so that you guys will know that this exists. And that it is very fun to design something like this. I am sort of curious what all has been added recently, however. As you can see, you can have up to 10 different types of enemies. Like you can have the standard dragon that was facing facing to the left, and you can have them face right as well, just like in the Super NES remake. I'm not sure if its hit points have been altered as well regarding the BS Zelda version. You can also have the statue armos. You can have bats. Evidently, they're adding monsters from Link to the Past and Ocarina of Time, because now there's Bombchu, Boulder. Obviously, the boulders that fall from Death Mountain. Okay, it lets you choose six different types of bubbles. Permanent disabling. Oh, not just for the sword, but for items as well. You can have a bubble disable your use of the B button, which would deny you access to bombs or arrows or pretty much anything in the B square. Four different types of Dark Knights. You got the standard level 1 and level 2. Then there's a splitting version that evidently splits into different types, kind of like a tribble. And there's this one called the Death Knight, which, if I remember correctly, it was an extremely fast and extremely powerful Dark Knight that was very, very tough to kill. Never really got around to messing with that version all that much when they started implementing new enemies. The Dig Dogger, which can split into either 1 or 3 kids whenever you blow the whistle. And evidently they've implemented the BS Zelda style of the Dig Dogger kids, as well as the dinosaur Dodongo. You got the standard NES version and the remake version. And there's a way you can implement Ganon as a normal enemy. That sounds interesting. Wonder if you get to see him as he moves around the room. That would really be interesting. The gels. Evidently, there's a level 2 gel now, and you can set them to multiply like tribbles. You can have the ghosts on any screen, types that you can strike and kill, and then there's the ones that just float around. You can't kill them like real ghosts. I have to apologize. I'm sort of half awake. It's 5:05 in the morning, but I wanted to get started on this sooner or later. So, yeah. Okay. There's the Gibdo Mummy, which ironically does not try to dry hump you, as in later games. Oh, the Gleeoks. You can have a Gleeok with 4 heads as one enemy. One fun thing I remember doing back in, I think it was 2001, maybe 2000, was I would take a Gleeok a four-headed Gleeok, and just multiply that by 10, you would theoretically have a 40-headed dragon to kill. And I put one of those fuckers on as a boss. It was evidently so badass I could never kill it. I have no idea what the difference is between a Gleeok and a fire Gleeok. I'll have to find out. There's evidently a level 3 and a level 4 Gamma. Wonder how badass that spider turns out to be. There's a level 3 boomerang guy. Wonder how fast he is. Several different types of bats. And there's a triple bat. Interesting. You can have the land mola, which was only in level 9 in the original game. That was kind of interesting. How could they just leave that as a special enemy for level 9? They mention it in the book as a normal enemy, and yet you only face it at the very end. It was kind of a letdown. There's a level 3 wormy monster. I guess it's a lever, but I never really pronounced it as a lever. I just called it a fucking worm. Let's see, there's a like. There's a level 1, level 2 Lionel. Level 1, level 2 Manhandler. Moblins. The Moldorm. There's a level 3 Octorok, which you can set to move either fast or slow. And there's a magic Octorok. I guess it shoots those magic shock waves that the wizards usually cast. You got the Patras that were also only in level 9, but in the remake they were a normal boss monster in like legend level 6 or level 7. A Pole's voice that can only be killed by magic. They've really went all out on overhauling the amount of enemies you can use. A shooter, I've never heard of a shooter. I'll have to check that out. Spinning tiles. Okay, it's a link to the past enemy. Okay. That makes sense now. So there's a level 3 skeleton. Never really understood the concept of a 4-way trap. Does that mean that it would have to be in the center of the room for it to be effective? So we've got specialized traps that don't really operate on line of sight. They just go back and forth regardless. That makes for a good obstacle. Okay, they got triggers from Link to the Past. The bouncing demon monster that splits into bats. A wizard that shoots bats. A wizard summoner? Huh. And of course you got the giant jelly monsters that can split into two tiny little jellies. And evidently they split into other giant jelly monsters. Wonder what all these are about. Wonder if it lets you make new enemies. Oh. Evidently it saves itself every couple of minutes. That's a nice feature. Huh. Wow, this thing's spitting out a huge amount of bit rate. Just the border of the world itself caused the frame rate to drop to skyrocket up to a full megabyte per second. That was crazy. Yeah, I'm definitely getting keyboard diving here, so wanted to let you know that I am going to be returning to this. And I'm going to be covering this for probably the rest of the week, and hopefully I'll have a quest up and running pretty soon. So I guess for now, take care.